For more on this, we are joined by Joe Favorito, professor of sports marketing at Columbia University. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
So last time we talked to you about this, I remember you said this will be a long battle. It will be protracted. Does any of this, his wife potentially stepping in, does it change how long you think this will take?
I think it changes it a little bit, but it's not like you're going to put this on Craigslist or, someone's going to put a for sale by owner sign, pay $1 billion, and that's the way it's going to happen. It's going to be very litigious. It's going to be played out, and the league is going to make sure that this happens the right way.
It seems to be happening. I mean, it seems to be moving fairly quickly, though.
Well, quickly right now.
Yeah.
Then you have to get through the vetting process for whoever the potential owners are going to be. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a price that's going to be put on it. The Sterlings will go and hire a company which will come in and really tell you what the assets are, because that really hasn't been determined as to what they have and really what the price is going to be.
Well, let me just ask you this quick, Joe. Does this damage the value of the team?
Absolutely not. I think it actually, all of this in some crazy way has raised the value of the Clippers. They've got a great coach in Doc Rivers. They've got marketable players. They've had a tremendous season. The last couple of years have been very good. I think it will help. And, teams don't sell for low prices. This is something that's going to bring a tremendous amount of money for the Sterlings.
What do you think Shelley wants to do? Because we keep hearing things. We heard she doesn't want to sell. We heard she wants to sell a minority. Mm-hmm. And is there a chance it really could be her decision?
No, well, I think that there'll be a combination. The Board of Governors ultimately has the say on who buys the team. They have to vote off on it once an owner is identified. Shelley Sterling is not a real public person. I'm sure this is an embarrassment to the family. You really probably want to get this over, and they're going to make a hell of a lot of money when this is over.
So how is the bidding likely to work, Joe?
There will be someone who will be identified. A company will come in and identify what the assets actually are. They'll set a price. They'll work for the Sterlings. And then there will be kind of an open market, and people will be able to come in and put together conglomerates. It won't be one person, but there'll be a bunch of people that will come through from around the world to try and really take over this very valuable asset.
But what is really the timeline here? Because they told him to respond on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. His attorney then came back and said, no, we want a 3-month delay. So right. When will we actually see momentum?
I think you're seeing momentum now. I thought yesterday was a very interesting step forward. It will be over the course of the summer and into the fall. This is not something, like I said, that's going to happen overnight where someone's going to walk and say, hey, here's a check for $1 billion. Let's see what we can do.
Even though you have people like LeBron James saying this has to happen soon.
No, I think people wanted to see the process get started, and I think that's what you've seen. Now, once the process is in place, it takes a while for a sale like this to go through and for the NBA to make sure that it is absolutely the right owner, whether they keep the team in Los Angeles or move it somewhere else, which is potential.
Well, that leads to the next question. What is the right owner in this situation, do you think? Do they need a specific type of owner now?
I think the league has looked, and if you look at the owners that have come into professional sports recently, Vivek Randiveer, Shahid Khan, who bought the Jacksonville Jaguars. You want someone who's got a stable personality, a stable business, knows about the business of business, not as much as the business of sports, and can really help mold it as a piece of sports management, not just something that they have out there. They want people who are committed to making sure that the brand grows and grows correctly.
But it would seem that no matter how this ends, the Sterlings end up rich.
Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of the American way, isn't it? That the rich get richer, and there's no doubt.
Price, Joe? Do you see a price? What do you think this is going to go?
People say $1 billion. It could be. They don't have the assets like a television network. They are tenants in the building, so they don't have the assets that like the Los Angeles Dodgers had. But there are very few franchises that sell for less than what people paid, so they're going to make a lot of money on it.
Okay, Joe Favorito, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, guys.